Plaintiff, Andrea Johnson Russell, considers the defendant to be her aunt. And although they're close, she claims the defendant is extremely bossy. Andrea is suing because after she bought a car from the defendant, she illegally repossessed it, and then her tires were slashed. Defendant Valisa Turner loves Andrea, but says she can be slicker than a can of oil. Valisa claims she repossessed the car due to non-payment, and she denies slashing Andrea's tires. She's countersuing for car repairs.
All rise. This court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Greg Mathis presiding. You may now be seated.
Start with you.
All right, this is my aunt. Well, not really my aunt. She's more like a family friend, but I've been around her my whole life, so she is an aunt.
Yep.
I'm really upset that we had to get to this point, honestly. I learned a lot from her. She taught me how to braid hair, so it's a hustle that I've fallen back on. So I still do that to this day.
It pays good, man.
It does pay good. It does. So I am thankful for that from her. But it seemed like as she's gotten older, she's gotten more bossy. More so, like, you know.
Yes, that's exactly how it goes. I can vouch for that.
Like, she got bossy to the point, like, she could even give the dog a look, and he'd already know what to do.
That's right. You don't want that smoke.
So
You don't mind how old are you?
53.
Now you wait till she get 75.
Oh, I know they get crazy.
Yeah, go ahead.
Speaking. But yeah, she got to the point to being bossy, like, even so much so, like, I'll do the stuff that she'll tell me to do only because I don't want to hear her mouth.
How old are you?
I am 34.
Taking the advice of an experienced and wise woman, you should.
Yeah, so I'm grateful for her, but we had to get to this point. And
All right, let me before we get to what we're talking about, let me allow your aunt to give some background. Yes, ma'am.
This is my niece. I love her dearly. She is my best friend's daughter. Yeah. We raised our children together. Mm-hmm. Like it says, it takes a village. So she's part of my village.
Yep.
And yes, I don't play very often when I say, this is how it goes. This is usually how it goes. I don't apologize for being that way. It's gotten them where they are, and they're not in jail or in the grave, so I'm happy about that.
Yeah, wisdom. You've given them the wisdom. That's what I'm referring to. Even if you don't have to do what you say, listen to what you say and take the good things.
We try. We're not always perfect, but we try.
Good. And throughout the years, Andrea has been a decent young lady.
She is a beautiful and
productive life.
Majority of the time, yes. Not always. Sometimes she does take a wrong turn. But then, you know, as long as we're here for her, she knows that family's going to always be there for her. Occasionally, though, she's slicker than a can of oil. And
I learned from the best.
Well, they didn't quit trying to be the best. How about that?
Well, I like that. Let you give me some facts that you're alleging on the car payments and the tires.
I wanted to buy the car from her, and she wanted a total of $1,800. Mm-hmm. Of that 18, I paid 15. I was using the car. When I couldn't make a payment, she came and repossessed the car. My tires.
After 15 of the 1,800?
After 15 of the 18.
You only owed 300 more and she repossessed.
Yes.
That's not true.
Actually,
6.
It was 6 that I still owe, and she came and repossessed it. I gave her an extra $300 after she repossessed it, in good faith, hoping that I would get the car back. Mm-hmm. When I tried to get the car back from her, it was every excuse, like she was making up excuses for us not to get the title switched over. It just became a hassle, too much for me, that I didn't want to be on her time anymore because I had already lost my job behind the whole situation. And then my tires got slashed. and I had to come out of money for tires. And I honestly believe that she did have something to do with it because I wasn't into it with nobody.
What is she doing anything? You've paid her the money. She has the benefit. She's the one ahead.
I say that because she had purchased another vehicle. That vehicle had ended up going out. By her selling this vehicle to me, she would be out of a car altogether.
So what does that make her mad enough with you to slash your tires? A person has to be mad for something you've done to them.
I didn't pay her no money in enough time.
But you say she did it after you did give her the money.
The tires were slashed when I owed her $1,200. It seemed like as she's gotten older, she's gotten more bossy. More so like, you know.
Yes, that's exactly how it goes. I can vouch for that.
Like she got bossy to the point like she could even give the dog a look and he'd already know what to do.
That's right. You don't want that smoke.
Plaintiff Andrea Johnson Russell considers the defendant to be her aunt, but she claims after she bought a car from her, the defendant illegally repossessed it and slashed her tires.
Go ahead.
I got the tires fixed. 2 days after I got the tires fixed, the car was repossessed. 2 days later, I sent her another $300 after she had repossessed the car, and this was after getting the tires fixed and everything. And I never got the car back. She told me it was a wrap on getting my money back as well.
Okay. And what's the emotional distress?
It's because I lost my job behind it, and I was making good money at that job.
Why do you say behind this?
Behind the car being repossessed from me. I was unable to get back and forth to work.
Oh, you don't know anybody in the entire world?
No, that's not the issue. The issue is that my job was...
That is the issue. Did you have an alternative way to get to work? And if you knew one person, then yes, you do. If there's a bus, if there's a cab, if there's any of those other things, that is the issue. Let me move over here because I determine the issue for you to tell me that's not the issue. It is. All right, let's get to the repossession, the car payments, and the tires.
She had been making payments on the car up until June, the end of June. We had an agreement that my 40-day tag was going to expire on July 4th of 21. She was supposed to have the car paid off by that time. Instead, I don't know what happened between her and these tires. She ghosted me. She just flat out disappeared after July 7th. I didn't hear from Mookie, no matter how many times I texted her, no matter how many times I called her. Nothing. No answer, no response.
Okay, when you repossessed it, how much did she owe you?
She still owes $600.
That's what she owed when you repossessed it?
Correct.
And did she pay you the $600 after that?
No, she did not. She sent me $300 after I told her to send me $500. She can move the car and take it to go get it fixed. Because she claims she wants to get it fixed.
What I'm saying is I only owe $600. I gave $300 of that $600. She definitely received that, for sure.
That part is correct. After almost a month, that's when she sent the last $300.
Okay. Where's the car now?
I have it.
Anybody have the current value of the car today?
No, but I do have a estimate of all that's wrong with it. And
yeah, but that's not what she's suing you about. We're dealing with her lawsuit right now.
Oh, okay.
And her lawsuit is she wants her money back that she put into it before you repossessed it. And what I'm saying is that she defaulted on her car agreement with you.
Okay.
I wouldn't say that I defaulted because technically it was not an agreement on when the agreement was for her to only have her plates back. It was never an agreement on
pay.
To pay, correct. There was never an agreement on.
You never agreed to pay her money?
That was not what I'm saying.
That's what you just said.
No, it wasn't a date in which it was to be paid is what I'm trying to say.
How long did you think it should go?
It really only took me 3 months to pay the car off.
You haven't paid it off.
I was paying her every week, Judge.
Ma'am, you just used the word pay off. But before that,
and I tried to give her.
Ma'am, you said you owe her right now.
Yes, and I
So
tried.
you haven't paid her off.
Right, and I tried to give her the
Right.
money.
You just said you did. You're confused.
I was unable to get back and forth to work.
Oh, you don't know anybody in the entire world?
No, that's not the issue. The issue is that my job
That is
was.
the issue. Did you have an alternative way to get to work? And if you knew one person,
No.
then yes, you do. If there's a bus, if there's a cab, if there's any of those other things, that is the issue. Let me move over here, because I determine the issue. So you tell me that's not the issue. It is.
Plaintiff Andrea Johnson Russell considers the defendant to be her aunt, but she claims after she bought a car from her, the defendant illegally repossessed it and slashed her tires.
Your counterclaim for $665 for car repairs. How does she owe you?
Because the suspension on the car is now shot completely bad. Just parts and labors came up to $600.
And that should help determine the value. That's why I have to know the value of the car if you're going to keep it.
I didn't get an estimate on the value now.
Or give her the car back.
She can have the car back.
All right, and the car tires you know nothing about, emotional distress, you don't get.
Sir, and then do I necessarily even have to take the car, because she already had been driving the car? So why should I even get the car? I think I should just get.
Because you bought it. You
Mom-
remember buying it?
Okay. Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's why you bought the car.
Okay.
And the only thing happened here is you didn't pay it all off, so she repossessed it, and now she's willing to give it back when you pay it all off according to the contract you made. Have a good day, and your claim is dismissed because you're not paying to have anything repaired. All right, bye-bye.
We'll figure everything out here.
Okay. I still love you.
I still love
You're
you.
still a brat, but I still love you.
Plaintiff Amanda Fiore says while dating the defendant, they were both addicted to crystal meth, and as a result, the defendant often had violent outbursts. Amanda claims she's now clean, but the defendant is still an addict, and she's suing him for damaged and stolen property and rent. Defendant James Franklin admits that he used meth, but insists it was only every now and then, and he's not an addict. James is countersuing for an illegal eviction because he claims Amanda kicked him out and changed the locks.
Start with you, ma'am.
In 2011, I inherited in 2015, I inherited my mother's house. I came back from Illinois to Indiana to take care of her, and that was in 2011. But during the time, I was introduced to drugs. After taking care of Mom and after she died, I got really depressed, and I had friends that wanted to help me, and thought they were doing so by
What type of drugs did they suggest you use?
meth.
Let us help you get over your grief by smoking crystal meth.
Yeah.
That'll make things better
Right.
in your life.
So anyway,
Tell me about that experience. It started when?
2016.
16. You began using crystal meth.
Yeah, just
Have you stopped
sporadically.
yet?
Pardon me?
Have you stopped?
Yes.
Okay. And when did you stop?
3 months ago.
Okay.
Going
3
into 4 months
ago?
now,
All right.
and feeling a lot better.
Good. How did you stop?
It was that, or
No, but you didn't need help, treatment, NA?
voluntarily. I basically, the story went is I had to leave my home in order to do this.
I was asking about how you got off drugs or how you intend to stay off.
Yes. How I intend to? Yes, I keep going. I keep going
where?
to counseling and
Counseling?
therapy. Yes, NA
right.
every week, and as much as allowed without a car.
Okay.
But I got local churches too. So, but I do travel too. It's about 16 miles from where I live. So.
Okay. Let me hear from you, sir, from some background.
Well, I moved in with her, and actually, Your Honor, I feel like I've been used.
You feel like you've been used?
Yeah, because when I first moved in with her, she didn't have nothing. She didn't have no lights, no electricity, no gas, no nothing.
When?
3 years ago, which would have
Okay.
been
How'd it go?
It went
Say
good
she
for-
didn't have anything.
Yeah, she didn't.
Okay.
It went good for a little bit, and then we finally started to get back on our feet again, getting lights and stuff back on, and I started doing a little bit of work around the house for her and stuff because she wanted to know if I could help her do home repairs and stuff. So I started doing them, and then I'd say about a year and a half after that, she started talking to her ex-boyfriend that was in prison. I don't know, she kind of like didn't want me no more or didn't need me no more.
When did you get that impression?
It was maybe about 3 months ago.
Okay. What made you feel that way?
Because she was distant. She was distant. She kept like avoiding me. Didn't want to talk to me. Kind of didn't want nothing to do with me.
Okay, I guess that would be good signs.
Yeah.
And how did you respond? Did you ask her?
I asked her and she never would answer me.
Okay. How about the drug use? You were straight while she was using?
No, I
crystal
used a
meth?
little bit here and there, but
Just a little here and there?
Yep.
Okay. Now you're an exception to the rule. Not many people can use such a highly addictive drug just here and there.
Take it or leave it.
Take it or leave it. Right.
Yep.
You can take it or leave it.
Yep, pretty much.
During the time, I was introduced to drugs. After taking care of Mom and after she died, I got really depressed. And, I had friends that, wanted to help me.
What type of drugs did they suggest you use?
Meth.
Let us help you get over your grief by smoking crystal meth.
Yeah.
That'll make things better.
Right.
Plaintiff Amanda Fiore says while dating the defendant, they were both addicted to crystal meth. And although she's now clean, she insists the defendant is still using.
Yeah, you didn't have to go to rehab because you're not an addict.
Yeah.
You're none of that. You just every blue moon.
Just every now and then.
Pardon me?
I said just every now and then is when I used.
Yeah, every now and then.
James, you're still an addict.
Why are you calling this man out of his name?
I said, James, you're still an addict.
He's not. Don't call this man. I don't allow name calling.
Oh, well, okay.
He's not.
Okay.
Are you?
No, thank you, Your Honor.
This man, no addict. Why you say this man is an addict?
Because, he didn't do
All
it
he
once
do
in a
is
while.
smoke every day. That doesn't make you an addict. Because you smoke crystal meth every day, that's every now and then, every 3 hours.
He did every day when he was with me.
Every day.
Yes.
That's now and then, isn't it? Every
Yes,
day,
that's now and then.
then.
That's
Now and then, doing the every day.
Every day.
Now and then, every day.
Every hour of the day. Morning, noon, and night. 9, 10, 11, 12,
every now
1,
and
2,
then.
3,
Every now and then.
every hour.
Every now and then
What?
during the day. All
To
right.
explain.
Let's move on, man. What happened here? Why are you suing him today?
For damage, property damage, and let's see, stolen items and rent.
Tell me
No.
about the agreement first on...
The agreement was
rent.
he was to move in and help me fix the house so I could fix it to sell.
That was kind of the agreement. There was no cash determined.
My only income was food stamps, and he had no problem staying there with me,
Okay.
living off of that,
Okay.
and not getting a job.
Okay. So, how did he damage your property?
The back door was kicked so that it split in 3 different places.
And I repaired it too.
You kicked in the door.
Yes, I did.
Why?
Because she locked it and wouldn't let me have my belongings. She wouldn't let me have my belongings.
She locked you out. You didn't have a key?
And nope.
You never had a key?
I did for a little bit, then she took it back from me. She'd wait till I set my keys down or something, and then she'd take it on my key ring.
And so you kicked the door in to get your things?
Yep. That was the first time she kicked me out. See, the cops got all that down too. I mean,
They came when you kicked the door
yes.
in? And what was discussed with the police? Anyone have the police
They said it was
report?
a domestic dispute. So they really didn't have too much to do about it. They said we had to go to court over
Did you
it.
bring the report with you?
No, I did not.
Let's see, there was an incident on June 10th of 2020.
I see the damage to the door. Any other property other than the door he damaged?
He threw rocks through the side of the house, all kinds of stuff.
Did it cause damage throwing rocks?
Did. There were pictures of those also.
What kind of damage did it cause?
Hole in the siding, several holes in the siding.
Okay. Is that true, sir?
That's a lie.
Anyway, I filed an evict notice. Had no idea that this was the result. But
You filed an eviction notice again?
After you changed the locks.
yes,
After you had changed the locks already?
he called
Yes.
me Friday he had called me Friday before I filed the eviction. The police came and told me I had to file the evict to get him out of there.
Why did the police come? Because he kicked the door?
Yes, well, he broke the locks off of the windows and climbed through a window and, came in after
Why
I
did he
changed the
take his
locks.
key in the first place?
He didn't have a key to these new lock sets.
Pardon me?
And I knew that in order to get sober, I had to get away from him. So that's what I did.
And you went right to the druggies that you're hanging around with now.
So you locked him out in order to get sober, ma'am?
I asked him the morning of, me putting the locks on the door, if he would please stop.
What'd he say?
I didn't put the locks
He
on
lit
the
one
door.
up in front of me.
Sir, did you do that?
No, I didn't put the locks on
And
the
I
door at all.
cried.
She
Pardon
changed.
me?
I said I didn't put the locks on the door at all. She changed.
No. She said she asked you to stop using drugs and you lit some up in front of her.
No, I did not, Your Honor. No, I did not.
What
Yes,
did
you
she do?
did.
Did she ask you that?
She asked me that, and I told her I had to.
You told her what?
I told her I had to.
100 times
I had a court date
I
coming
asked
up.
you.
You said, I am going to do it? I don't know. You said,
No,
I
said
have to.
I had to quit because I got a court date coming up.
That was your answer? That's not a good answer. Is that I'm going to have to quit because of this court date, because that means right after the court date, you can get you a fresh high.
Oh, no, I can't.
Why?
Because I'm on probation right now.
And
Over
they
that.
check your... All
Yes.
right, and that's the only reason is because you're on probation, all right?
No,
So when
no, no, no.
probation is over, you can go get your high.
No.
Why?
I'm going to stay off of it because it don't do me no good. It really don't.
All right, that's what I'm waiting to hear. You said everything but that.
Oh, I'm sorry.
What reason do you believe she kicked you out?
Because she wanted her ex-old man back.
No, I don't still.
Did he
Why is
come
he
back?
living there right now?
Sir, did he come back?
Yes, he's living there right now.
Ma'am? Ma'am,
He's making good on what he promised me before he went to jail. And
your ex?
yeah,
Making good how?
fixing everything that needed to
He
be
ain't
fixed
done
to
He
begin
was
with.
fixing.
Yes, I was.
But you
He
just
didn't
didn't want
fix
him around
anything.
because of the drugs.
You didn't
He
fix anything,
says
James.
You wanted him out because your ex moved in.
Yeah, he just got out of prison, so she wanted
Ma'am, did he go straight from prison to your house?
close to
No,
it.
he spent a month at his sister's house first. Because I told him, I said, you're still on probation. Get off probation before you come back here.
That's a lie. He was
No,
on probation.
I did tell him. Why don't
He
you
was
ask
never on
him
probation.
that, okay? And don't say it's a lie.
never on
Stop
probation.
saying everything's a lie.
I know.
Plaintiff Amanda Fiore says while dating the defendant, they were both addicted to crystal meth. And although she's now clean, she insists the defendant is still using.
You all have any communications regarding what went on?
I got a text that her ex sent me, man.
Of her what?
That her ex sent me.
Okay, what page? I'll see if that's relevant. What page?
Page 1.
All right. You knew I was coming back. She probably had a few choice words about me, but I can't blame her. You were supposed to help her out with utilities and keep up with the house. You done nothing. Ma'am, it appears like the confusion was over your ex moving back in. He had so much input on it, talked to him about it. Everything your ex sent him was regarding him living there. And so I'm inclined to believe you put him out so that the other person can come, your ex could come, because indeed 30 days later your ex is there.
Yep.
Well, I
Your
had to take him
counterclaim
out.
for
He was going to do
$2,000,
work.
the illegal eviction. Yeah, I guess you're saying when she changed the locks, that was the eviction, and indeed
Yes.
it was.
Yes.
You admit to putting him out? You admit to telling him to leave?
Yep.
You say because it was the influence of drugs.
Yep.
You locked him out without a legal order from a judge. I'm going to conclude this was an illegal eviction. You can't file an eviction after locking him out. And you can't lock a person out without a court order. You could go and file for an emergency eviction, and they'll typically give it to you the same day. If you indicate that your safety or the safety of others is at risk if he stayed there, they will immediately give you one. You didn't do that. You changed the locks first. I'm going to conclude that you illegally evicted him, therefore dismiss your case, and I'm going to grant his counterclaim of $2,000 for the illegal eviction. All right, stay strong out there. Judgment for the counterclaim.
Thank you. God still loves you.
Plaintiff Juanice Smith says she's known the defendant for 17 years, and he's like a brother to Juanice. However, Juanice claims the defendant preys on younger men and uses them for money, and she's suing him today for the cash he stole from her closet. Defendant Orlando Cooper says the only reason he's in court today is because Juanice is angry that he had sex with someone she had feelings for. Orlando insists he never stole any money from Juanice, and he's countersuing for defamation of character.
All right, tell me what's going on.
I love Orlando. He's been like a brother to me for about 17 years. We've been knowing one another, but unfortunately, Orlando is a master manipulator, and he's a liar. Orlando preys on younger guys and gets them to give him money so he can take it and either go gamble it away at the casino or spend it on other guys.
Prey on them, what do you mean by that?
Like,
illegally?
Huh? No, I mean, it's legal.
Okay,
I mean,
so what is he doing wrong?
Nothing.
He's not, he's doing a lot wrong. He's doing a lot wrong.
Go ahead.
Anywho, Orlando is just a manipulator. Like two of my sisters, he slept with two of their boyfriends. He's just, and I believe he has no morals. He runs around and tries to pretend like he's this God and wants everybody to look up to him, but really he has absolutely no morals.
Does he have a committed relationship with anyone?
No.
And did your sister's boyfriend sleep with him voluntarily?
I'm sure they did.
All right, what has he done wrong?
He should have some morals.
Oh my God, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Ain't did nothing.
What is
should
it?
have some morals to our
No,
sisters.
your sister's boyfriends should have some morals.
Him being our
I was
brother.
first. They didn't got to come behind me. No way. I was first.
Well, Orlando's
I was
supposed
first.
to be like family.
You had, never mind, let's move on.
Let's get that straight. I was first.
Right. This is
I was
Let's
first.
get
Get that
it
right.
right.
Get that
Your
right.
sisters should
Tell
keep
them
their
right. Tell them right.
boyfriends in
They
check.
should keep them
and
away
he
from
wouldn't be
Orlando.
around.
I don't bring my men around him. I know better. Keep them away from Orlando is what you do.
Go
Baby,
ahead,
he will take
Mel.
them.
Anything else background before I let him speak?
He can be a great guy, but he does kind of put himself up on this pedestal and tries to make himself seem like this guy when really he's not. I mean, like, he sleeps on people's floors for Christ's sake, but he'll turn around and have everybody at the party buying drinks for everybody, and it's like, you buying everybody drinks and you could go home and sleep nowhere. Like, so it's just like sometimes the way he presents himself is false.
I'm laughing because I had a brother, my brother, God bless his soul, my favorite brother, Steve. Yeah. I think I've been told this story before. I helped him get a car. Well, I gave him some money to get a car. He went and bought an old Cadillac, and I broke down on the freeway with me in that Cadillac. So in the torrential rains, and so I'm mad. I say, what did you do with the extra money? Because I find out he didn't pay but a couple of $1,000 for the Cadillac. Oh, I saved it. His buddy pulls me to the side. He said, Judge, Stevie spent all the money at the bar. He went to the bar 3 days in a row and bought drinks for everybody.
Thank you. That's my brother over here.
He said he went in the bar and said, the drinks are on me. Anyway, that's him.
That's my brother. Take care of everybody. You ain't got a dime.
That's right.
That's
Go
my
ahead. You have a couple of Stevie's mannerisms, too, to be quite frank.
Plaintiff Juanice Smith is suing her former friend, who claims Juanice is only suing because she's angry that he had sex with a man whom she has feelings for.
You tell me about yourself.
Your Honor, the only reason why I'm here today, like she said that I supposedly had slept with two of her sister's men, is because evidently I slept with somebody that she was having some type of feelings for. When I tell you that I've been knowing Juanice for, like she said, over 15 years. We got a relationship that goes way past and beyond a friendship. You know, this is my sister. This is my heart. Right. I mean, she's been there for me through thick, through thin. I've been there for her through thick, through thin. When I first met her, I was dating one of her friends. Unfortunately, that situation didn't last long because, you know, she couldn't keep her legs closed and I was going through a trying time. But she was there for me.
This was a woman?
It was a woman.
Okay.
I'm bisexual.
Okay.
And Juanice is also the first person that I ever discussed my sexuality with, and she helped me become more comfortable with who I am as a person. So I will always be grateful for her for that. However, this imaginary stuff, I ain't got nothing to do with it.
Why'd you all fall out if you did?
We fell out because, for one, I don't like the way that you coming at me talking to me about things. When she came back in town from Detroit, she was very livid, very upset.
I've never heard anybody come back from
a
Detroit
vacation
upset.
No, Your Honor, this is why I'm
When
thinking
you
that she's
leave Detroit, you're as happy as you can be.
No.
If we show you a good time in Detroit.
When she was coming back from Detroit, her van that she had left me had broke down. I don't know nothing about no fixing on cars. Look at me, I don't fix on cars. I don't fix on cars. I don't do that. But I had my redheaded self out there up underneath a van in the rain getting all dirty trying to fix her car so she can come back in town. See, now, I'm not knowing nothing about what she's talking about. All I know is I need to get this car ready, get it together so I can go get my sister. I don't want her out there waiting in the rain.
Right.
I'm thinking that she's just frustrated, she's mad, she's been waiting at this airport for over an hour trying to get it together. I'm like, oh my God, I gotta get her this car. And I'm just getting all dirty and filthy, but I gotta get her this car. And now all of a sudden, it's this whole issue about something that I'm like, huh?
What are you suing him about specifically?
Okay, this is the thing. I'm suing him for $2,500 that he took out of my closet, and then $600 that I gave him to spend with my kids. We moved from Detroit to Indianapolis when I was 7, so I hadn't seen my biological father in 26 years. I located him. Orlando was there with me through the whole thing. Yes, I cried on his shoulder. He was my support system.
Let's talk about this stolen money.
Yeah, I went to visit with my father. I come back, like I said, while I was in Detroit, he was supposed to be caring for my kids and everything. I gave him $600 to take them out and everything. The $2,500 I had hidden. I was gone for 6 days. And he has I have 3 kids.
$600.
Yeah, that's
a
pretty good deal.
So, mind you, he had been living with me. I take care of Orlando, so I have to give you a dime. So it wasn't for him to babysit.
Oh, he lives with you.
He's been living with me. I've been taking care of Orlando.
He lived with you at that time?
Yes.
Gotcha. Okay.
So he was staying with my kids while I went to visit my father. Long story short, I come back from Detroit only to find out that my van is broken down and to find out that Orlando has taken all of my money. So yeah, I came in mad. I'm stuck at the airport for 2 hours.
So the money was there.
My money was in my closet.
Let's focus on that. The $2,500 was in your closet. When you came back, it wasn't.
He had already taken it. Yeah, the whole time I was in Detroit, he was gambling. He had been at the casino.
Okay. How do you know he took it?
Because he admitted it. He told me he admitted he took my money.
Right, now what about the $600? The $600. All right. How does he owe you for the $600?
Because the $600 I gave him to go and do things with the kids and to take my babies out, and he did nothing with them. My babies were there a whole week by themselves.
Did you specify?
What? They wanted to go skating and stuff like that.
All right. Did you take them skating?
No, I didn't, Your Honor.
Did she tell you to?
No, she didn't, Your Honor. What she actually told me was, she said, well, I'm going to leave you some money for watching my kids, and I'll give you a couple of extra dollars in case y'all want to go out in the world and do some things together.
So untrue.
However, she did leave me her van to make sure that we was able to do all this thing. From the second day she left out of town, the van started breaking down.
Did you take the kids anywhere?
Only place that I did take them out to was just around little places around the neighborhood and within walking distance.
Like what?
It was like a Burger King. It was the parks that was there.
Park?
You know,
you took them to the park?
Yeah, which was free. It was free, but I was buying them.
We're not asking that. She said she wanted you to take them places.
I did. I took them. We have a park around our neighborhood. It's the little Burger King that was around there. Then I was just taking them out and about in our community, just with each other.
Plaintiff Juanice Smith is suing her former friend, who claims Juanice is only suing because she's angry that he had sex with a man whom she has feelings for.
All right, and the stolen money, what do you know about this $2,500?
Now, honestly, Your Honor, about this $2,500, when she left, I knew nothing about it. She'll tell you, I didn't know that you had no money in this household, none whatsoever at all. Now, when she came back after the fallout about the money, I had contacted the guy that was there, my little friend that was there with me, and he's just out the blue. He was like, well, evidently she's gonna be mad. She's gonna think either you or I took it is because she's been trying to get with me for the longest and I ain't been throwing him no shade.
Had he been in the home?
Yes, he did.
You let him in?
Yes.
While she was gone?
While she was gone.
Why?
Well, he was my friend. She didn't say I couldn't have no guests or no company, and I didn't even know that they knew each other, Your Honor. Okay. I didn't know they knew each other.
You believe he did it?
Well, he said something real slick because what she told me.
Do you believe it or not?
In a way, I think he did do it.
All right, did you call the police or anything about the $2,500?
No, because Orlando is my brother, and I did not want to have him arrested. Orlando
Well, if he
told me
says, I'm not giving you back this money I took.
At that point, Orlando told me, this is all brand new.
He told you what?
He told me he was going to give me my money back.
Right.
And that
Let's see
day,
it,
he
please.
acknowledged that he owed me money. Now, this is all brand new of
Sir,
this other guy.
Did you say anything? All right, ma'am, thank you. Did you say anything about owing her money? I know I was wrong, and apologies is not enough. I'm just waiting on the check to be mailed out. The bank rejected the deposit. You will get your money. The IRS is sending the return. Tax return.
Check in the mail.
No tax return.
As soon as I get some money, I will make sure I get it. I'm sorry for the hurt I caused. Sir, what's all this?
Like I said, I love Juanita.
I know it. If you said it once, you don't have to say it again.
No
I got it the first
so
time.
Because of the strain that the situation had put on us, I never told her that I took your money. I told her I will help you get your money back in sake of them kids.
No, you didn't. You said, as soon as I get some money, I will make sure you get it.
Actually,
you did not say, I will help you get it. How does she defame you, sir?
Well, after that point, I had moved out. Well, I wasn't moved out. She put me out. And I went to go stay with a friend of mine. And one day, like 3 days after the events, I'm walking in through the door. My friend just handed me the phone and say, it's your sister. And I'm like, what's going on? She said, yeah, I bet you ain't gonna find nowhere to stay now. And then she hung up on me and called right back. But before she called back, my friend told me, like, well, she told me that you ain't nothing but just a user or abuser, and you just gonna rob me out of house and home. I better watch my back around my man and all this type of stuff. And I just don't feel comfortable. If that's your sister and she's saying all this about you,
well, she's saying it because you said it. As soon as I get some money, I'm sorry for the hurt I caused. My actions were wrong and unjustifiable. That's what you said. So she didn't say anything wrong about you other than what you already said about yourself.
I did not.
1,000 is dismissed for defamation. Your claim is granted. 3,100. He says he's going to repay you. He apologized for hurting you. He said his actions were wrong and unjustifiable. Judgment for the plaintiff.
I love you. Lies you tell, baby.
There ain't no lies I tell.
All the lies you tell.
You know the truth.
All the lies
you know. OC make bread. OC break bread. OC ain't got to steal bread.
You ain't got a new hairdo, baby.
You new hairdo? Well, take yours off and let me put it on, and that'd be my new hairdo.
Baby. And you might
what you looking like up underneath there?
If you wasn't looking like
I can rock this. I can do this and get away with it. Trust. Been doing it, gonna keep doing it. They love it. They love it.
I don't know who told you was Miss Florence, baby, but
evidently you did. Evidently you did. Since I want to take everybody man and never say, I'm that good to take everybody man. I'm taking everybody man. Evidently I got something going on.
You need to get your own. Get your own money. Get your own life.
I don't want now. I don't want that, and I don't want y'all. Like I said, I was fired. I was fired.
I was taking care of you. I was being there for you. You stole from me and my family.
Stole from
you deserve whatever just happened to you.
You got 3 kids.
So.
We recently spoke with defendant Orlando Cooper, who says after their case, he and plaintiff Juanise Smith reconnected. However, he claims they became estranged again after Juanise found out that Orlando slept with one of her boyfriends. We tried reaching out to Juanise, but have been unable to reach her. So Juanise, if you're watching, please give us a call.